going to share with you what the big pillars are in my video marketing model and how I look at it and how I help people get those millions of views and a lot of sales using video content marketing. I'm going to break down for you the big picture and where you need to focus on, and also give you a hint on where you're at so that you know where to go next. So let's look at this model here. Now, you've probably seen this shape a lot before, but when it comes to video marketing, let's just call this the video marketing model. And thing is, if you go out and start making videos where it looks like you're pitching and selling, you scare people away super fast. And we don't want to do that. Also, if you just keep giving out free information, kind of like this video right now, and you keep giving and giving and giving and giving, people get trained to keep watching free stuff forever. Most people, when they get started, they start talking about how they can help, but they get so specific that it starts scaring people off because it starts feeling like an ad, starts feeling like a commercial, and that is not how you gain trust in the market. People are willing to risk a little bit of money on something that's not a sure bet. But if you're selling stuff that's $1,000, $10,000, $30,000, $100,000, then you can bet that people are going to be a lot more careful about how they spend that money. So that's where I come in. I help people sell those high ticket type of things, whether it's coaching services, whether it's online courses, whether it's agency packages. That's the kind of stuff that's gonna need you to actually follow this formula. So number one, money. And money is interpreted in a lot of different ways to different people, but money can mean either your salary, the profits from your company, the revenue. Put a number on it, pick a metric that you're willing to measure, and then decide how much do you need in order to get the things that you want out of life, right? The second thing is freedom. And freedom comes into basically how many days per week do you get to do whatever the hell you want, whether it's focus in your business or focus somewhere else. Got to dial it in. And then in the end, you got impact down here. And impact to me means how much of your stuff are you selling? If you really believe in your product or service or your business, then the more you sell, the more impact you're having, the more people you're helping through your service or your program or your service. So impact is super, super important. Now, let's see what do we need to do to get this. Now, if you have somebody who's never met you before, then you've got to first activate them. Activate means that they see you, they know you, and their brain, their reticular activation system, that means that next time they see you, they're gonna have a subconscious reaction to wanna watch more of your videos. You gotta do this first. Activate them. So there's certain kind of content you gotta put out there that's gonna make them like to see you. You know, like their brain gets turned on when they see you. Second one is engage. Once you activate them, it's kind of like walking down the street 100 times, seeing that same person over and over again. Maybe it's a girl you want to date, and she's activated. In other words, she knows you exist. But the next stage is to say hello and get them to say hello back to you. And that's same in video. How do you get them to comment below? How do you get them to share your video? How do you get them to do some kind of interaction so that as a result of seeing you, they're going to take some kind of action? And that's called engagement. And once you have these two things in place, you can then get your viewers into a sales conversation, whether it's through a landing page, whether it's selling through another video that you retarget, or getting them into a webinar or a phone call. That's all you need, activate and engage. But you're probably wondering what goes on around here. Now, in the beginning, while you're doing this, when you're activating and engaging, then there is a lot of work to do. You're creating a lot of content. You're putting videos out there. You are hitting all the right buttons. You're using the Hilda method, using the hockey puck titles. You're doing everything needed to push people down the video funnel in order to get those sales. And you are chatting a lot of people, closing these deals, getting people into your groups and things like that. But for that time being, while you're building, you're going to be kind of chained to your desk, or you're going to have a team that's chained to their desk, and you don't want to be there. So what you need to do and remember, you got to do this in order. Once you dial in what needs to happen here, you're activating people are responding, and you're engaging. And the last one is automate. There are a lot of great automation tools, but the way I see it, there's two types of automation. There's automation by software. That means that you get a lot of these SaaS companies to actually, like Zapier, there's all kinds of online platforms and content scheduling things, and ways to be able to get AI to do a lot of automation for you. And then there's automation by person. You get virtual assistants, you get executive assistants, people who do those tasks for you, the things that you used to have to do. Because in the beginning, while you are building out these parts, the activate and engage parts, you definitely need to be 100% engaged and be the one pushing all the buttons so that you understand how this happens. But once you get some results and you see it's repeatable, that's when it's time to hop on over here, get into automation, and get everything that you're doing into manuals, into tutorials, so that other people can take over for you. So guys, this is it, guys. This is the money map for video marketing. And you've got to do it in this order. You've got to activate first. So number one is activate. And you've got to engage with them second. And then this will result in sales for you. That's the money, right? And then you got to engage and automate, so that number three, once you automate this, then your impact can grow, because you are no longer the one that's pushing all the buttons and having to do everything in order for the business to keep growing, in order for it to keep producing sales results for you. And then once you have the automation done, then that is when you get the freedom. That is when you are no longer chained to your desk. That is when you can walk into the office when you want, if you want, but have the automation either by people or by systems continue to do the marketing for you, even if you're not showing up every single time. So what is this all about? Why do we want to do this? And you might be wondering, what is here in the very, very middle? And that is, this zone here is Thrive, guys. Thrive. And that's when we're out of survival. That's when we're out of trying to pay the bills, trying to make it till next month, trying to just pay salary for yourself even. When you get out of that and you dial in how to activate, engage, automate, so that you can get more money, more impact, and more freedom, then you move into thriving. Then you move into really connecting with your life's purpose, doing things that you feel connected with, and having systems take care of all the tedious minutia that you know you need to do, but you can have somebody else do it for you most of the time. So that's it, guys. If you want to see more content like this, if you want clarity around this, then click below, get inside my free group. It's called getleadswithvideo.com. It's free. Get inside. You can ask me questions in there. I'd be happy to help you out. That's for now, guys. See you next time.